Boy, isn't it beautiful here? Welcome to Andros South. My name's Tim Rajeff, and when I was invited to come fish here from Andrew Bennett, he said, hey Tim, could you just help some of our folks out how to deal with some of the casting problems or some of the typical things that they'd run into and ways that they can improve? And I said, well, I can help them with their casting, but I'm as much of a spaz as anybody. I get so excited when I see bonefish and fish on the flats. But one of the things that I can tell you is that if you practice at home, it will make your trip to the Bahamas way more successful. And I'm just going to kind of go through maybe 2 tips. And if you can use these 2 tips to help you with your fishing. First one is, at home, ahead of time, when you're practicing, you should practice what I call our bonefish drill. And that is to have the fly and maybe about 10 feet of fly line out. And your goal is to hit a garbage can lid at maybe 30, 40, whatever distance you can handle with only 2 false casts. It looks like this. I've got the fly in my hand. I drop my fly, I go 1, 2, and here we go. See how long that took? That only took about 2 seconds. These fish, when you look at a bonefish in the water, they're moving real fast. It looks like they're not really moving very fast, but a bonefish is really cruising. So when the guide says cast, if you take 4 or 5 false casts to get the line out, if you go 1, come on, get it going, 3, 4, 5, 6, here we go. That fish has gone 30 feet. So the idea is quickly, how quickly could you hit a garbage can lid with 2 false casts? So again, practice that at home. Get set up in your yard, go out in the field somewhere and pace off whatever distance it is, 20 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet. Most important thing is that you have control without snagging or doing anything crazy, that you're able to drop your fly and go 1, 2, 3, and hit that target. So work on that. The second thing is just being able to cut through the wind. And my guide today, Josie, he was looking at me like, cast farther. We had to cast into the wind. It's blowing maybe 10 miles an hour today, but earlier this week it was blowing 30. So how do you cast into the wind? Well, that's a whole chapter in fly casting, but basically it's 2 things, a tight loop and high line speed. And when you talk about the wind, it's an advantage to keep your loop low. Then your line doesn't have to go up high and fall to the water. So develop high line speed using your double haul and keep your loop low to the water. It looks like this. I see some fish up behind you there. So I'm not sure how long this lesson's gonna last, but here we go. I drop my fly, keep the line low, nice double haul, 1. High line speed, low to the water, grab your rod, meet me at Andros South. I'm out of here.